Representative Phil Montgomery says Green Bay is tough on where registered sex offenders can live. A little too tough.
They took, say, a school, and they not only said you cannot live by a school, you cannot live within 3,000 yards of a school.
Montgomery says current regulations in Green Bay leave registered sex offenders virtually nowhere to go, and that's causing some problems.
What they will do is go to a community that does not have that restriction, get an address there, but yet continue to live where they were from originally.
Montgomery says that means sex offenders can fall off the radar and people won't know where they are. Democratic Representative Frederick Kessler introduced the bill, saying it's more fair than individual community restrictions.
We don't think one community should be able to exclude people, particularly if it involves their own residents, and basically dump them into a different community.
Montgomery supports the bill he says would make sex offender rules uniform across the state and replace any individual ordinances.
The worst of the worst, we use GPS technology that allows for on-time, real-time tracking.
He says the Department of Corrections would keep tabs on other sex offenders and still have living restrictions by schools and parks. But former Green Bay Sex Offender Residency Board Chair Jerry Wellens says the bill is a big mistake.
Some of these sex offenders would then not be tracked, and that this would put our community at risk.
Wellens says if finding a place to live is hard to do, it's the offender's own fault. And he says the Green Bay ordinance passed in 2007 should stay.
Since this methodology is working, why change it?
But Montgomery says the current method is having a domino effect for places that don't have sex offender ordinances.
Then all that leads to is Ashwaubenon enacting an ordinance that, no sex offenders will live there. Then you come up with a De Pere, Bondwell.
Legislators say the recently introduced bill is in the early stage, so they don't know when further steps on it will be taken. In Green Bay, Kristen Crowley, Fox 11 News.